Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Combo here. Welcome back to some more Call of Duty Ghosts Wii U footage. Today I'm actually bringing you guys episode number 3 of the 30 and over series here on Ghosts for the Wii U, which is a series where I get 30 kills or more in a team deathmatch and less than 10 deaths or 10 deaths in a team deathmatch, and I do it with every single gun in the game, post a gameplay for you guys, and let you know some tips, some class setups, and all that kind of stuff for the weapon I'm using. So today we're going to be watching some K7 footage, and I clear these guys out here. You can see I'm using sitrep, and that's a thing I'll get into, but sitrep I've just started using, which is, you can see enemy equipment. And I find that this sitrep perk is saving me like at least three lives a game, because I die by IEDs over and over again. I hate IEDs, but you know, you put sitrep on and it really changes, it really helps you out. And I'm just out playing these guys in this building here. They like to camp, and that guy sitting behind the desk that just tried to throw that grenade at me, I will come back and get him later, because I knew he was there. You know, your typical Call of Duty campers just go back to the same spot, so I took advantage of that later. I'm using the K7, like I said. Now, the unique thing about the K7 here in Call of Duty Ghosts, and a few other guns have it as well, but this gun actually has a built-in silencer. So there's a few benefits and a few disadvantages, I guess you could say, to having a built-in silencer. The benefit is you can obviously have more attachments. You know, the silencer is built in. You don't have to take up an attachment spot to use that silencer, so you're always going to have the silencer on, and it's always going to be helping you stay off the enemy radar when you're firing. So that's always a plus, that's always a benefit. And as well as that, you can equip up to 3 additional attachments, so you can have up to potentially 4 attachments if you think about it with the built-in silencer. All you would have to do is equip the extra attachment perk, and then you'd be able to choose from 3 additional attachments to put on. So you could potentially use this gun with a sight, rapid fire, extended mags, or a foregrip or something like that. You can pretty much bling out this gun using up to 4 attachments and just make it really effective and useful. Use it to your advantage. So that's a good thing about it. But the disadvantages to having a built-in silencer is that it's a little bit weaker at range. It doesn't have the range that other submachine guns have. But the good thing about the K7 is that it shoots kind of fast, so you'll be getting a lot of bullets out on time. And as well as that, it doesn't have too much recoil, so you can control the recoil easily. And I find that this is probably one of the best guns in the game, simply for the fact that even though it does have a built-in silencer, it's a little bit weaker, but it still does really well at range. So it's all around just a really good gun, and you guys should definitely give it a go. If you haven't already, you probably will do pretty well with it. It kind of reminds me, if you guys played Call of Duty 4, it kind of reminds me of the MP5 with the silencer, in that it's pretty good. It does really well up close, and it can perform well at range, you know, if you can control the recoil a little bit. But it's pretty much similar, and the reload animation as well, it just reminds me of the Call of Duty 4 MP5. So definitely try it out if you guys are looking for something new, something good. So here I'm coming up the steps, right? I completely missed this IED on the ground, and unfortunately this little camper here sitting up in the second story room with his IED protecting the stairway takes me out. And I did have sitrep on, but I just didn't see it. I missed it. It was in a good spot, a hidden spot, I guess, behind the steps. But IEDs are extremely annoying. I think claymores were a lot easier to avoid. You know, if you were an enemy trying to avoid something, claymores are definitely easier. But you'll see a lot of IEDs in Call of Duty Ghosts if you guys haven't played it yet. But they're extremely annoying. They're like a C4 pack that you can put on the ground, and it's triggered by enemy motion, so it'll just blow up. Like I said, they're really annoying. I think they should fix them a little bit. I don't know how they could. Maybe make the blast radius a little bit smaller, but I get a little bit lucky here, take these 3 guys out. They weren't expecting me. My teammates are spawning behind me now, so I know it's safe to place the SATCOM down. But anyway, let's get into this class setup here a little bit. Sitrep I would definitely go with, because I've been using it a little bit more lately. It does have to come at the risk of, say, like another 2-point perk that I had to take off. I think I was using Focus, and Focus is a pretty useful perk in Call of Duty Ghosts as well, because there's so much recoil when you're shot, or flinch when you're shot. I think, you know, Focus and sitrep go hand in hand. They're pretty useful each. But in this case, I'm using sitrep because this day I think I was just getting blown up by IED after IED, and it was just getting on my nerves. So I should have probably went over there and humiliated that guy, shouldn't I have? I just completely missed the field orders here. But either way, like I was saying, the class setup, definitely go with sitrep, because this is a gun you're going to have to run around the map to get up in the enemy's faces with. And if you can, obviously there's going to be some campers, and obviously there's going to be people who are just waiting back, you know, playing cautiously with their IEDs or C4s and stuff like that. So sitrep is definitely going to help you avoid them. And as well as that, sitrep also works in the sense that if you see, you know, a little red dot on the map, not on the upper right hand or upper left hand corner mini map, but on the physical map when you're running around playing, you see a little red glow through walls, that means that there's enemy equipment down, obviously. The main thing is that you use sit rep to avoid it and not run into the enemy equipment. But the second thing is that you know an enemy is nearby. So sometimes when the match is getting a little bit slow, you don't really know where the enemies are at, you can just kind of seek out these little red blinking things through walls, and you know that an enemy is nearby. Like, you'll see me here just see the ID on the ground, know that there is an enemy nearby, and kind of get my alert up, my guard up. So sit rep is really good in that sense, and it's really good for keeping you alive. So obviously it's a really useful perk, and it's only 2 points, so that's a pretty good deal to me. Additionally, like I was saying, you need to get up in the enemy's faces with these guns, with the submachine guns, especially the K7 with the silencer. It does best up close and personal. So you're going to have the mobility perks on, as many mobility perks as you can. Right now I have agility, ready up, marathon, on the go, and resilience. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, what these perks allow me to do is get around the map faster and more efficiently, and I can now flank behind enemies quicker and just get in the right position quickly. And with this gun, like I said, you have to be up close, so those perks go hand in hand when using this gun. That's what I would suggest. I personally, like I said, play with the playstyle, just running around constantly, and these perks are really useful to me. But lastly, I want to talk about my attachments a little bit. Since the silencer is included, I went with a red dot sight. You don't have to go with really a red dot sight. The iron sights are okay, but I just chose the red dot sight because, in my opinion, it's a little bit easier to see targets. Obviously, that's what the point of it is for. And I went with extended mags for obvious reasons, more bullets in the clip, less times I have to reload, and all that good stuff. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, as you can watch this epic final kill cam of the guard dog protecting his camper buddy up there. Jumps on the enemy as soon as he comes up the ladder. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. I'll see you guys later. Peace.